Oh,
And
it says live.
you saw a button that says live, so do
Yeah.
I. Hi, everybody, we're live. I'm Don Gingold. Who else is here?
I'm Kate Gingold.
Oh, that's cool. It automatically switches. It's like having a guy in the control room switching to camera 2.
It does? When does it do that?
I see you, and I think what's going on is it senses that there's sound coming in from a microphone, and that means that that's the person that's talking. So if that's the case, then that person's image, the camera for that person, is the one that's being put on YouTube.
It does not work on my side. I just see you the whole time.
Really? All right, I'm seeing you switch over to the main speaker. Go ahead and say something longer than a half a minute, half of a sentence.
Well, I see you in the whole big screen, and then way down the bottom, there's a little tiny screen that has me in the bottom, but it doesn't switch back and forth.
I don't know how it works. I guess that's how it works. I don't know if I'm seeing what's live and you're just seeing me. I don't know. Doesn't make sense.
Well, we'll have to look at the recording in a moment, because the idea would be that we could have a meeting like this once a month and talk with people, and then we could record it and then put it up on the website, and it would go out on Wednesday in the email, and then people could see what we talked about.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. And then you can extrapolate, and you can have a guest professor, professional, somebody that knows something about marketing books, and that person could also call in, and we could play host to that person, ask questions. They would give their responses. All of that would be recorded
Right.
in the YouTube video, and then that's the meat of it. People would watch the video to see what it was about.
And we could still do it even in the winter when the weather's bad, and we could still have a face-to-face meeting on occasion if we wanted to, but it wouldn't have to be every month. It could be when it's nice out.
Right. Who's the lady who's got the several of the books? We asked her to attend. She didn't want to attend because she didn't like.
Patricia Rockwell. She's a publisher, a small publisher, and she's a writer as well. And she's been a member quite some time ago, but she said it's just difficult to get to meetings. But she'd be happy to talk about how things are going as being a small publisher and how she's marketing her authors.
So we would get somebody like her on here, and then ask her questions, that kind of stuff, and then she could just talk to us.
Right,
and,
exactly.
That would be probably quite valuable to our members.
Exactly. And we could talk to all kinds of people. We could talk to bookstores. We could talk to other people who have groups similar to this, or writing groups, or there's lots of things. For instance, the Elgin Literary Festival is coming up. We could talk to some of the people that are involved over there. It could be useful.
There's a value to them in that we're helping them promote their upcoming event. Not necessarily that we are, it's not necessarily plugging, but it's kind of plugging. And at the same time, there's some value stuff to it. It's sort of like when celebrities go out and plug their upcoming movie or something. There's lots of talk, and there's lots of comments, their comments about the latest things going on in the world. And part of that conversation is promoting their upcoming movie or whatever. So yeah, it'd be the same kind of thing. We have the Elgin people telling us about the upcoming thing, but they could be talking about promotion strategies in general.
Sure.
I like that. And then if that's the case, then, well, first of all, we could do this from anywhere, which is nice because we could be, on a beach someplace, and then an hour ahead of time, go in, clean up, and sit in front of the computer. As long as there's you can see the screen, and there's no ambient noise. It's perfect.
True. Although I think if we were doing this from a beach somewhere, that perhaps our friends back in Chicago might be a little angry with us.
So instead of putting the beach backdrop, we'll make sure that there's something, like maybe a winter scene where there's a picture of windows with ice on them, or
yeah, there you go. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. And then we'd take the picture down, and there's the beach. I like that.
Well, it is 7:05. I would think if we were going to have anybody joining us, they may have already been joining us. So this could probably be enough of a recording to share with people in tomorrow's newsletter.
Yeah, exactly. I think we've given a couple of ideas. The meeting, just to recap what we were saying, just so it's recorded here, and I think we kind of said it in various pieces, but just to recap, we think that we can have multiple people talking here, and we think that we'll prove this when we actually watch this recording on YouTube. But we think that YouTube switches the view to whoever is talking, so that it looks like it's a lively discussion bouncing back from person to person. So that's one thing. Secondly, it could be a number of people, something like 10 or 15 people, I think. Do you know what the numbers are?
I think there was a number of people who can actually participate, and then anybody can watch and not participate as well.
Right, and the link is live. So right now, as we're talking, if somebody was actually watching YouTube, they would be seeing it live, so that part's good. Where they could see it live, but then also they can not only see it live, but it's when we shut this thing off, stop the broadcasting, it becomes a YouTube video like any other YouTube video, which means that they could watch it whenever they want, which is cool. So that part's good. Oh, okay. So I think we have enough?
I think so too.
Great. Well, hey, Kate, thanks for joining me tonight.
Thank you, Don, for running this meeting.
All right. I'm going to say goodbye now, and let's see what it looks like over on YouTube. Bye-bye.
Bye.